Hi, welcome to the Nina Kabesa Live Show.
Hey, 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 special dedication to each and everyone who watch the Nina Kabesa Live Show. Watch me so, me go so them believe it every time my music play it feel live. Greetings, proper fix, proper fix. I bring you peace, I bring you peace. We good to go, good to go. Good to go then in a Kabesa live show. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Everyone, let's get it on. Watch the Nina Kabesa live show. Everyone, let's get it on. Watch the Nina Kabesa live show. Bring your wisdom to people in a comfort of their home simple. Say again. Bring your wisdom to people in a comfort of their home simple. What more? What more? Tune in, tune in. Keep watching the Nina Kabesa live show. Yes, no problems, no problems, no problems, no problems. Yes, indeed. Greetings. One live it, grow it, ordinary snake head, hatchet the flying dragon, catch us good, say that. What up, what up, what up, what up?
Hello. Sorry, you know I have to go on my Instagram, I have to go on my Facebook page and let everybody know that the Nina Kabesa live show is on today. Listen, first and foremost, today it's a congratulation. We called him baby Sussex, but now we know it's Archie. Welcome Archie and well done to Meghan and Prince Harry and OMG. Ladies, if you've had babies, well, I have 5 kids, okay? If you've had babies, okay, what you need to understand is 2 days after giving birth, be a normal or C-section, whatever it is, you will not be rocking heels. First of all, Auntie Meghan, I would like to congratulate you for coming out and walking with those heels. Honey, I could see the pain through your body as you were walking away. I could just see, we walk with we call it like penguin walk. Your legs are so apart because deep down that it was so painful. But one thing I have to say, I take my hat to you, girl. You had to do it. You did it with a heel. You stood there smiling with your beautiful still after birth bump sticking out, which was cute, which was very nice, which was very beautiful. Listen, for those of you who haven't seen the clips or anything of what I'm talking about, here's what. Let's just watch this clip that I prepared for you and enjoy it. And then I'll come back and then my guest will be here and then we can talk about what the show is really about today, our senior. So let's watch Meghan clip and Harry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, you might just look into the camera here, wouldn't you? That's great. This way, please. Smile, so that this looks nice.
Well, hello, hi, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time out. I know you guys must be really, really busy, but Meghan, can you tell me what it's like becoming a new mum and tell us a little bit about baby Sussex, as we're calling him?
It's magic. It's pretty amazing, and I have the 2 best guys in the world, so I'm really happy.
Tell us a little bit about your son. What's he like? Is he sleeping well? Good baby?
Yes. He has the sweetest temperament. He's really calm and
I don't know where he gets that from.
yeah, and he's just been the dream, so it's been a special couple days.
Who does he take after? Does he look like anyone?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Everyone says that babies change so much over 2 weeks. We're basically sort of monitoring how the changing process happens over this next month, really. But his looks are changing every single day.
Yeah.
So who knows?
And how you find parenting generally? Is it still a special moment?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, parenting is amazing. It's only been 2.5 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
But we're just so thrilled to have our own little bundle of joy, and to be able to spend some precious times with him as he slowly starts to grow up.
And I hear you're off to see two special people in a minute.
Yes.
The Queen and the Duke.
Yes, and we just bumped into the Duke as we were walking by, which was so nice. So it'll be a nice moment to introduce the baby to more family, and my mom's with us as well. So it's been a really here we go.
Another great grandchild.
Yes.
Can we have a little peek at him? We just can't quite see his face. Wow.
He's already got a little bit of facial hair as well. Wonderful.
Just in the family.
Guys, thank you.
Thank
very,
you all
very
so
much.
much.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you everybody for all the well wishes and the kindness. It just means so much. Thank you.
Won't see no one when you just go the extra mile. I'll bet you what smiles and says this is what I call to be the real love. Now it feels so good to feel so good about love.
Hi and welcome, guys. We're here. Did you guys get to see what I was talking about, Auntie Megan and then Uncle Harry? She is exceptionally beautiful. She's good. I can't wait to finally see baby Archie growing to be a fine young lad, which I know he will be, looking at the father and the mother that he has. Now, back onto the Nina Kabesa live show. Before I come on to our guest that we have today, I want to talk about an event that I went into this Tuesday. It's actually one of a friend of mine. I would like to call him that, if I can, but I call him son, and he calls me mommy. And his name is Kevin J. Marshall. He released a book and a documentary about being abused as a black male. And I think what he did was so powerful, and it was for the first time he got to, not the first time to speak, but the first time to literally get people there and show his documentary and speak about the abuse that he's gone through. Now, you know, it's something which is not really spoke about a lot in our community, but then there will be a session, hopefully next week, where I'm going to touch on it. But I'm going to have a whole month this year sometime where we're going to talk about sexual abuse in our community and how it affects our children, and how it is important to start teaching our children about certain things, and why is the subject of sex is a taboo to children in our community. So there's a lot of things which we need to talk as parents and as a community all together. But today is not what I've got the book and I'm reading about it. It's a fascinating book. You can pre-order it on Amazon right now. It's called Running Away. Let me just put it out there for you to see. It's called Running Away from Myself, and basically by Kevin J. Marshall. So just go and look for it on Amazon. It's there. You can pre-order it and it will come to you. It's worth the reading. Really, really worth the reading, and you will not be able to put it down. I can't even read it when I'm distracted. Now, today we're still in the month of May. We said the month of May is family lessons. So I'm not teaching you guys about how to build a family. I am just here on the platform bringing to you people or information which could help your family, you know, together. Because we are living in a nation where information is made free, but sometimes we understand people are busy and they're not always going to the information that they need. So I have a very special guest today. His name is Alan King. Now, Alan King is a senior member of this country, but there's something fascinating about Alan King. This is the reason why I had to bring him here, because not only is he retired, but he still retains some skill stuff that he does. He does manual work and everything. And sometimes I wonder, where does he get his strength? But without further ado, let me not talk too much for, him. I want you guys to please welcome my guest, Mr. Alan King. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Are you relaxed?
Yes.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Are you okay? Well, you can speak to your audience and let them know who you are, what you do at the moment. What do you do?
My name's Alan King. I'm retired, but I still keep myself active. I've lived a full life.
Wow.
Very full life. I've done a lot of things that a lot of people haven't done. I was in the Navy. I've been down the Antarctic.
Wow.
Had a few close shaves in my life, which I lived to get through, and now I'm happy now. I'm in the church now, and I'm born again for the last 10 years, and I live my life to the full.
You live your life to the full.
Yes.
See, I really love that. One thing you said is you really lived your life. And I personally believe that you've lived your life. I mean, on the way to here, you were telling me about all this. I was just like, even though, you know I was a bit tired, I'm thinking in myself, wow, God, am I going to be able to have, because I'm almost 40, and compared to, oh, by the way, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 22 in spirit.
20? 22?
In spirit.
Wow. That's
and
God
69
age.
In age.
Wow. He is 22 in God's age and 69 in the world age. That's how we call it. There's a God age and there's a world age, because there's an age that God will give you once you're born again. He will restore you. Everything will be gone. So you will pick up a new identity, and his is 22. And I'll really tap into mine. You don't want to know, because as you can see, I never get old, and I will never get old as long as the Holy Spirit lives in me. Never. So, Navy.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about the Navy. How old were you?
I joined the Navy when I was about, it's a long time ago, 16 or 18.
Wow.
I was in there.
So young.
I wanted to see life, so I went and travelled the world, did my training, travelled the world. I travelled to, after my training, to the West Indies twice.
West Indies, which part of West Indies, you remember?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Ooh! Tobago.
The Virgin Islands.
Oh.
Tobago, Trinidad, well, both sides.
Yeah,
I even did an exchange with the Trinidadian Navy, and he went on there, and I did there, and I was doing on the ones that does the drug running.
Wow.
And I was actually on the ship when it was going along at 40 odd knots, and he said to me, "Oh, do you want to take the helm?" I said, "Really? You want me to do that?" So I said, "Okay." At 40 knots, the boat going at 40 knots is like a car going at 80 miles an hour. You've got to know what you're doing. You turn it up like that, you can turn the boat over. So you've got to be very careful.
Wow. And you did all of that?
I did that, yes. And I was actually on the bay where the Henry Morgan the pirate, his
pirate.
The pirate, Henry Morgan pirate.
Okay, interesting.
He's the church. He's buried. He's right in the middle of the bay. They had it's all filled in water now.
Yeah.
But they got all Henry Morgan's artifacts in the church, local church, and you used to drink a big thing like that of rum every day.
Wow.
Flagon of rum every day.
And which country is that in?
Trinidad and Tobago. That was in Spanish Town, the other side.
Yeah, the Spanish
Not
Town.
the tourist side, the other side.
But the other side, yeah.
By the harbour.
The non-tourist.
The non-tourist side.
Yes. Because
and so you saw a little bit of life.
Yes.
The dried fish, you think, oh, they eat that?
Yeah, so you get to see the real deal of the
Precisely,
country.
yeah. So you see
and not just the because that's another thing as well, because a lot of these tourist places, they have all this nice packaged tourist way, but then sometimes it's just nice to see the real life, and you've experienced that, and I think that's probably why you are as humble as you are, because for a man of your age and the experience that you've had, and there's something you were talking to me as well when we were coming here, and I would like people to know that, something to do with piloting or something. I mean, what was that all about?
I was doing, for many years before I was born again, glider pilot.
Glider pilot.
And
so
I was doing...
For the benefit of those who are watching us who don't understand what glider pilot is, what is a glider pilot?
It's an aircraft without an engine. And you're working on the the wing up currents and down
Yeah.
currents and all the other things that go with it, meteorology. So you have to know a lot about meteorology.
Yeah.
And I had many adventures.
Wow.
I've been up to 5,000 feet from 600 feet. Yeah, easy.
No engine.
No engine, just on the thermals and back again. I've seen strange flat cloud formations. The whole of where we was landing,
Yeah.
there was a cover of cloud, and at the end there was a ring of cloud, and I thought, should I go through that? No, I don't. Should I go through that? Should I not? Should I? And I couldn't see. I knew the site was below me,
Yeah.
so I went through the thing, and it was nothing strange, but it was just a strange phenomenon.
Yeah.
So I went there, found out where I was, and then come back, and found that I was quite far away from the site and quite high. So I had to spiral down. I had to spin down myself because I'm a glider pilot. I can do that. I have to do that as
You
I
do
qualify
anyway,
that.
Yeah. Wow.
And landed. Another adventure was a 5-hour journey up in Longmynd. And halfway through, a storm come through, and I said, I'm not going back. I'm going to ride this storm out.
So you stayed with the storm.
I stayed with the storm, and I went out past the storm.
Wow.
And then come on the back of it, where all the lift was, because all that was all down. This
Yeah.
was all up.
Yeah.
I said, where's he gone? Oh, there he is.
Wow.
And that
So
was
you were
5
quite-
hours.
What?
5 hours in the air.
You stayed up there 5 hours.
Yes. And then
So-
when I come into land,
Yeah.
my glider I had was limited to about 70 knots. Limited.
Yeah.
And I know that was limited. And I looked at the windsock down on the site, and I thought, my God, that windsock straight out is 70 knots. Come in high as instructed. I come in high at the back of the site, over these gorse bushes, and I thought, they said just point the nose down and
Yeah.
go in. And I thought, well,
No.
they're the experts.
Yeah.
Follow the expert.
Yeah.
Follow instructions.
Yeah.
And then I come like this,
So
an
you
angle,
pointed-
an
yeah.
angle. I thought, my God, that ground's coming a
So
bit
you were
fast.
just pointing the head
the
going
ground.
down. Yeah.
And I thought, that ground's coming a bit fast. And they said, well, as you come down, round out and
Yeah.
land. But if it's windy, do not get out of the aircraft because the wind will take,
We'll take
the, air,
you. Yeah.
take the
Yeah.
aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said, you did very well. I said, I want to go back up there again. They said, no, you've been up there 5 hours, that's it. Have a rest.
Wow. So is it fair for me to say that you were quite a risk taker growing up?
Yes, I did take risks. I did have
Wow.
a couple of risky moments, but
I
I
don't
survived
even
them.
know how you just. I can't even imagine. And you were talking about how you've touched snakes before as well. And
In the Navy, that was.
in the Navy.
Oh, that was. I don't like snakes.
You don't like snakes. Okay,
That's
good.
one of my.
So we've
it's
got
not,
something
it's not
in
a
common.
fear. It's just a thing. I do not like snakes. Snakes
Yeah.
make me.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, you're like me.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're just like me. So, thank you for letting us know about your background. Now, the real reason why I brought you here is because I think you're very inspiring, okay, for a senior person. And you have a freedom pass, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. So, how can I say? For the benefit of other seniors who are at home, who don't go out, who believe that, oh, I'm retired, my life is over. I mean, what can you tell them?
Well, where I live, and I don't mean this in any nasty way.
Please.
This is
None
not
taken.
nasty
Yeah.
way. They go to where I live
Yeah.
to die, to wait to die, because they don't want to
Wow.
do anything. A lot of them do. They are like that. They've got that attitude, that mental attitude.
So the area where you live, most of them there are just waiting to die.
Yeah, but they know, oh, I can't go out. I've got bad legs. I can't do this. Can't do
Wow.
that. And I try and encourage them. But with a positive mental attitude, which I have,
Yeah,
and you're not going
I
to
believe you
deter me from it. I go out every single day of the week.
Wow, that's good.
I never leave. I always leave the house by 7 o'clock most mornings. And if I'm not doing something, I'm out somewhere. I went to Bluebell Railway the other day.
Wow, that's nice.
I went to where was it? What's the other one? There's one up in. I can't remember. It wasn't a very nice one. It wasn't a nice Didcot.
Yeah.
I went to Didcot.
So you're very active senior
And I
person.
love to go out, and I'm getting myself ready for my holiday. Now.
Holiday.
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't had a holiday for 9 years.
So you're going on holiday. Where are you going?
Hawaii.
You're going to Hawaii.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
On my own.
we have a senior who is 69 years old going to Hawaii. He's paid for his holiday. I mean, how can you afford that though?
Well, I was just fortunate that some things I had to get sorted out come up.
Come back to you. Wow. And how long is that going to be? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's 19 days in all. I got 4 days in Las Vegas.
Oh!
3 for nothing.
Wow.
I'm doing a helicopter ride on the 3rd, so it gives me a chance to get over the
So
jet lag.
whoever you were at that younger age doing the glider pilot thing, so it's, you even at 69, I can still see the lion in you. I can still see that firing of wanting to try life, and it is very inspiring. It really
and
is
even
inspiring.
when I've been on a holiday to America,
Yeah.
I was driving on the road. Now this is a true story. I got on the wrong side of the road. They drive on the other side of the road, and I didn't know this, did I? And there's me going down the road, and I'm thinking, why is all these lorries and parts coming up towards me at a great rate? I don't understand this. And so therefore, I go and pull into the junction. Everybody stops.
Yeah.
Who's this mad Englishman coming out here? And then I got to the garage, and my 2 passengers I had in the car, they were a bit traumatised a bit.
Yeah.
And then the garage owner said to me, "There's a mad Englishman out there." I said, "Was there? I didn't see him."
He was talking about you.
And then I was on my way to the airport.
So you didn't even know that you were driving in the wrong way? Wow.
And then I got to where I was going to.
Yeah.
And we went up in a powered aircraft.
Yeah.
A little tiny Piper thing or something
Yeah.
like that. And he said, "Have you done any flying?" I said, "I've done glider flying." He said, "Well, once we get up, I'll let you do the flying." So he was talking to my passengers, and I was doing the flying. He said, "Go off to the left, go off to the right. Do you know about landing things?" I said, "Yes." Hazel, he said, "Oh, we don't use Hazel, we use something else." So I said, "Okay." And he said, "Can you do a crosswind landing?" I said, "Yes, I can do a crosswind landing." I said, "But tell me what the revs should be for the wind conditions. I don't know that much." I did the crosswind landing. He said, "I have control." He took control and landed it. He said, "It wouldn't take you long to learn this." I said, "Well, I'm a glider pilot. I learnt all of this."
Wow.
And he said, you mastered this." I said, and then when he came and said, and the other 2 said to me, "You fly the aircraft better than you drive a car." I said, "Oh, right, fine."
Well, they know because they've been in that car with you, and I have been in your car before, and I'll tell you, Alan King does not drive like an old person. And if you're one of those people who don't like speedy cars, Fast and Furious, you don't want to enter his car. Okay?
Don't play with me on the road.
Don't stay, because he just puts his foot down and he goes. And the way he takes turn, he goes. Listen, I've been in his car, and I can tell you what he's saying is absolutely correct. Now, Alan, on to health-wise. I mean, how's your health-wise? Because from what you're telling me and what you're telling our audiences is that you do a lot of things. You're doing things, and the kind of work he does, by the way, is very manual work. And sometime when I see you in church and I wonder, does this guy ever rest? So I need to know health-wise, how's your health like? Because some people who are maybe 10 years younger than you are probably stuck in the bed. Like you said, they have leg issues and they can't do anything. I mean, how are you managing all these things?
I can give testimony, and you know this is true yourself.
Of course.
That I had a medical problem, urinary tract infection. And the stupid idiots, I'll use idiots is a better word.
Give us children.
Idiots. Doctors gave me the wrong painkiller for the thing, so I felt no pain. So therefore I got home and I had a fall. And then I had the second fall I couldn't get up from. And what that did was give me a twisted spine. So, cut a long story short, I was in hospital. My chest never played up in that time. It was just I just was in so much agony.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I went
Can
to a
imagine.
program. I went to a program with our church. They had to get special permission for me to go. I went, and after that program, I said, "That's it. 3 months. I'm gonna get out of this. I'm going to be normal."
Wait, the doctor said or you
Yeah,
said?
I said to myself.
You said because you didn't want to stay in the
I
hospital.
didn't want to stay in hospital.
And how old were you at that time?
I was 63.
So you were still within
60
your 60s.
63, I think.
Because I remember I
6
saw
years
you
ago. 6 years. No, 6. How many years?
about
have I been?
4 or 5, isn't it?
Something like that. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
because I
It was
remember
a
seeing
while.
you in a wheelchair, but I did not know what had happened to you.
No, but that was. I made my mind up that I was going to be out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way that I'm
Wow.
going to be confined to this. This is not my. This is not
That's
me.
not you. Yeah.
And I did several all nights with the choir because I was singing the choir,
Oh, you sing, do you?
and I did an all nights, and I really felt it in my back. But I thought, no, ignore it. I stopped the
Wow.
painkillers. I stopped everything.
Wow.
I'm going to fight this.
Wow.
It's only through sheer determination I fought it.
You fought it.
I fought it, and then I fought to get myself a better place to live. That was a battle with the housing association. That was another story.
But you've done. So what I'm understanding is your strength really comes from your mind.
Yes, from inside.
It's the inside mindset, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for those of you who's watching us, it could be 60s, 50s, you have sickness in your body. As you can hear, Alan is saying that he's 69. He's gone through the worst sicknesses. He stopped painkillers. He stopped everything because he told himself in his mind that that's it. Because for me, I think this is very encouraging and very, very, very inspiring for a young person like me. Now, Alan, you know, what you've just said in the health is great, but I really want you to speak your heart to people of your generation, because I know there's a lot of people who will be watching this, and some of them have issues, and some of them are struggling with depression, and some of them are struggling with, you know, self-acceptance, and some of them are struggling with the fact that the world is changing. It's not how it used to be. Give them, like, maybe a tip. How are you coping with it? You know, give them something. I mean, just let them know.
If you have a freedom pass, as I have, don't be stuck indoors. Get on a bus somewhere different every day.
Wow.
You can go from where I live to Windsor Castle by bus. It takes 4 hours, but you can get there.
Yes.
You can go to Reading by bus and train. You can't go no further. But you get concessions on all the other railways as a
senior, yeah.
as a senior, and I go everywhere.
Yeah.
I've been working up at Wolverhampton. I stay up there overnight. I'm going up to Telford for 4 days for
Wow.
for a church conference with Andrew Womack,
Yeah.
which I'm going to drive and take people up.
Wow.
So I don't hang about, and I may have an older car, but never be fooled by the car, because
It has a spirit like you.
it has a wild
That's
spirit.
what I can say.
It has a wild spirit
it has-
if it wants to be activated.
Yes, it has a spirit like you. But there's something that's more interesting about you. I mean, you're 69. I mean, how long do you think you've got left on this planet Earth?
Well, now people might think I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm a child of God. I know
Amen to that.
I know I maintain a confession every single day that I'm going to live to 120.
Wow.
I'm going to be like Abraham
Yes.
and have a son at 90, maybe.
Woo! Woo!
That's what I maintain, and people
Yes.
and people say to me, I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. And the reason why I say this and why I believe this young man, if I may call him,
I am
even
young.
though he's 69, I believe this young man because his faith just fascinates me. When he talks about the sicknesses that he had, it actually is true, because I remember seeing him on the wheelchair and he really was in agony. But today he's walking, he's driving, he's back on his feet, he's doing the work that he does. And I believe he will live to 120. And I believe he will have a child when he's 90, like he's confessed it himself. Now, why I brought him today is because I want to share with us and let us know as family. You know, our mothers, our fathers, our uncles, at some point they will get older, like Alan here is. See, we need to encourage them to go out and about. We need to encourage them to keep being active. You don't let them to just sit at home and look after the kids. They can look after the kids, but sometimes do kids activities. Say, oh, could you take the kids to the park? Can you take, keep them active, and also encourage the positivity in their mind. It is so important because, Alan, that's one of the things I've picked up with you, is your mental stability. You have the most perfect mental health because you're so positive. It's like nothing shakes you.
Nope.
Nothing bothers you. You know how to stand for yourself. You know how to do. It's like you keep pushing. So there has to be a secret. Yes, you've given them the secret. If they have a freedom pass, get on the bus. It just every day go to somewhere new. That is great, but there has to be something else, because I'm like, when I'm 69, I want to be like you, but even more stronger. Because it's encouraging. I'm going to be 40 and sometimes I'll complain about my knees and sometimes complain about my back. And
yeah, that was one thing I would add to that. It's not just older people. Younger people have got to get away from their computer.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Get away from their computer. They've got to start going out and looking what's around them. If you look what's around you, you find wonders.
Yeah.
You go into the countryside. I was down in Devon on Saturday.
Beautiful place.
Picking a car up for someone. I drove it back. The open fields and the hawks at the side of the motorway and the fresh air. Not this smoky air in London. The fresh air in
London.
Smoky air.
Yeah.
I'd love to live down there. I'm going to go down there and visit again.
Okay.
There's so much down there that you've got to see.
You've touched on something I wanted to talk to you about. Forgive me today. Today is our senior, and we are very patient because I want Alan to give us as much wisdom as we can as an elder person, because I can talk about older people, but it's always is better when it's coming out from the actual senior person himself. So you touched on something about younger people getting away from computers and stuff and going out there and see what's around them. I mean, could you let us know, growing up, what kind of things did you guys have growing up? Because I wasn't part of a generation, but I would like to know, the kind of things that was there for you guys.
I didn't have a computer. I learned everything, maybe the hard way.
Manually.
Manually.
Good way.
Everything was manually.
Yeah.
I never had emails. I only had a computer, probably when I left the Navy. And I have got a laptop indoors. I haven't opened it for 18 months.
Wow.
Because I get bored with it.
Wow. Okay, give it
1 hour. 1 hour, I'm bored with it.
But then, I can take your laptop if you don't want it. It's not point of you having a good laptop at home and you're not doing anything with it. You know what I mean?
But seriously, there's too many people.
Yeah.
And I know of one person in particular, without naming anybody.
Please don't.
I'm not going to name them.
Okay.
He's his son. He's a university graduate. He's taken a year out from college. And he's doing nothing with his life. All he sits in his little room, playing the computer, playing games, laughing, and he's got no aspect of it.
And how old is this person?
25.
Oh, wow.
And you're trying to get out there and do something. Oh.
But he's a graduate.
And where does he work?
Yeah,
In his spare time, he works.
He
works up at not Thorpe Park. What's that other park? The adventure park.
Yeah, the Chesington.
Chesington.
Yeah,
He works at
Chesington is the
Chesington.
one. Yeah. Wow.
And McDonald's. And I said, what do I?
After graduation or before graduation?
Before graduation.
After. Or
He says he's an engineer. I said.
It's an engineer. Where does he
He's
work?
an engineer. So I said to him, how do you do so and so? I'll look it up on Google. That's what everybody does.
You see, I put something on Facebook this morning which I saw, and it was very good. You know, ever since I started the show, it's very important for me to do a lot of researches and things which I love, and I communicated with you when we were coming up here. It says many people confuse education and intelligence. You know, just because you have a graduate or a bachelor, whatever degree or things, you can still be an idiot. And I absolutely agree, because I don't know what's happening in the world today. We have more graduates who are more idiots than those who are not graduate.
I could name a few.
And it's like the world is turned upside down, and you think you're a graduate, and the way you're reasoning and the way you're talking, my God, what's going on? You know, so it goes to say what I always say, education has different way of looking at it. There's a systematic education, which is the university, the schooling, everything. It's a system which has been put in place to condition and shape you into what the system wants you to be like. Now, not many people will go through the whole system to the end, like I did, and I dropped out halfway through, because I realized that I am a creator. So I create, so I self-educate myself on the things that I felt that I needed for my life. And as we speak today, those that know me, I'm very talented, I'm very skillful, and you know, on my field. And I never went to uni, and I've not got any graduation per se. But the only qualification I have is from self-taught. I've done online universities and things, I've done all of that, but I've not literally gone as far, and it's similar to you. You're not a college or university graduate, are you? No, you're not. But then when I look at your skill compared to those who are around you who may be graduate, it's fascinating. So how do you work this out? I mean, what's going on? Is education making people fool?
No, I'm an engineer.
Yeah, you are.
And if it doesn't work, I will sit down and think, well, why is this not working? There's been many occasions I've been challenged. And they said to me, can you fix that? I said, give me 5 minutes and it'll be fixed. There was one person who wanted a filing cabinet. The manufacturers couldn't fix it. So I said, okay, show me it. I said, okay, 5 minutes it'll be fixed. How did you do that? I said, because I think out of the box. I think totally out of the box. Even fixing things, I can think out the box.
I like that.
Totally out the box. I mean,
thinking out of the box.
Think totally out the box, because it's easier to think out the box. It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah. I work with a Muslim man. He is a pastor in his own church, and him and me get on like house on brick. We bounce off one another. Okay. It's a wonderful working relationship I've got with him. I don't work with him now, I work on my own. Okay. But we will bounce off one another. If we've got a problem, we say, if it's an electrical problem, he can sort it out. If it's a plumbing problem, I'll sort it out. We bounce off one another, and he learns from me, I learn from him. That's amazing. So, as you were saying, as you can hear from our senior, not a graduate, not anything, but he's full of skill, is full of life experience as well. Although we know the life experience sometimes is not always the best, you know, lessons in life, but I have to give it to my guest today, Alan, that he really is inspiring. So we're now going to be rounding up the show, but before we do that, I'm going to just play a little something for you guys, and then we'll come back, and then I will round up the show. Just a second, yeah? I have one claim to fame. When I was with Christ Embassy, I went down to Nigeria in 2010 to the IPPC, and I was playing my clarinet then. And I went up to the stage, no security. Have you bought your clarinet? I said, no, I haven't bought it today. I'll bring it tomorrow. I went down there early, and I said, can I play on the stage, just get the feel of the place? Because you've got to get the feel of the place. Of course. So I played it, and he said, oh, that's it, just because you don't want to disturb anybody because they're setting all the sound up. So I said, okay, fine. And then during the course of the program, over the 5 days, the lead gave me the lead instrument. I thought, my God,
Yeah.
got the lead. Panic, panic, panic. Don't panic. Holy Spirit, take over. Thank you very much. And
Amen.
it did.
And you did.
And then I looked across. What really got the Holy Spirit going was there was a man who was playing a Fender guitar, very expensive guitar, jumping 3 foot in the air, totally in tune, totally in the spirit. Now, I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, well, that's what happened when the Holy Spirit
Yeah,
grabbed
and
on
I've
the
never
person.
seen anything like that.
Yeah.
And then, as I was telling Nina on the way up here, I'd practiced a tune which Pastor Chris used to sing a lot. And I thought, I'm going to add something to it. I'm an instrumentalist
Yes, of course.
as well, as a singer. And I added to it. And I don't know what it added to it.
Yeah.
Because the pastor came over to where the instruments were. And he said, and he had when he comes along, he has his hands like that, and he looked and listened, and if you're out of tune, off, you like perfection. That man does.
Well,
He looked
that's-
along. He looked
yeah.
along the line. He looked along, stopped at me, and he might as well have touched me because he winked at me. My God, he had a glow around him. It was. I go strange when I talk about it. It's inside me.
Because it was your claim of fame moment.
It's my claim of fame.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But then I was playing in front of 30,000 people.
How did that feel?
But that wasn't all. That was being transmitted all over the world.
Yeah.
So I could have been playing to millions.
Yes.
And he didn't tell me I was having the lead. If he'd have told me the lead, I'd have froze.
Yes. Maybe that's why they don't tell you. Because they know if they tell you, you're going to try to do it your own way. So they have to just let the Holy Spirit flow through. Now, you see, Alan wouldn't have had those opportunities if he did not go out. This is just what I'm trying to say. But we're going to come back. But before we come back, I want you to just watch and enjoy these little clips that I have for you.
Hi, my name is Nina Kabesa. I'm an author, singer, writer, an actress, and also a mother. I currently acted on YPD2, which is a Bollywood movie, and amongst other movies as well. I'm currently working on my single, which is due to come out this year, 2015. So I'm kind of looking forward for you guys to see my music, and I hope you will like it. See you soon. Hello and welcome to the Travel Guide. Now, are you ready for some armchair travel? Well, it could be a lot more than that because you could be a winner of today's holiday competition. All you need to do is answer these simple questions. Which fortified wine takes its name from the Portuguese town of Oporto? Is it A. Sherry, B. Madeira, or C. Port? If you think you know the answer, then give us a call on 0800 222 333. Calls cost no more than 25, and we'll announce the winners at the end of the program.
Hello and welcome to the Untold Cinema Show. My name is Cedric, and with Nina we will be guiding you through the hot stuff.
Exodus is what we're going to be talking about today. But before I can get into that, Cedric has an email to share.
Absolutely, yes. I received an email from Tom Cruise who said, guys, I really love your show, but I would like to compliment you on your sense of fashion. Tom, I agree with you.
Ooh la la, thank you very much, Tom. Well, here is some email that we received from the twins Nicole and Nikita, and this is what they had to say about Exodus. It was a good movie. However, the Red Sea did not pass as it was told in the Bible. What do you think?
I think it would have freaked me out. I'm glad it didn't. However, without spoiling the end, I can tell you it ends well.
Well, there you go, Nicole and Nikita. You got your answer. Tom Cruise, we salute you. From me, Nina, and Cedric, we would like to say thank you for watching the Untold Cinema.
Hi and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the little clip of myself doing my thing. You know, but I know when it comes to Nina, Nina is spelled with double I. I know everybody's so used to the usual way, but I'm a very unusual person. So because I'm an unusual person, my name is always spelled with double I. So that's okay. I don't take offense. So Alan, here we are. The show is rounding up. I mean, I want to thank you, but before I can round up and say what I want to say, is there or are there any, you know, last thoughts, last inspirational things that you would like to speak to your viewers today?
If you have a passion, no matter what it is, I've got a friend whose passion is steam engines. And if you want to go to sing, I will take you to steam engines. If you've got a passion for singing, I have a passion for singing. I love ministering. And when I'm ministering or playing my clarinet, I'm happy. And now I've started to get my passion back for photography because I've got a nice camera. But you must, if you focus on your passion, you will get so much out of it, and it makes your day worthwhile. Always.
Wow.
But always think positive.
Always think positive.
Never think negative, because if you think negative, everything else goes negative.
Yeah, I guess you're right about the positive thinking. But you know, sometimes, you know, when we talk about positive and negative thinking, people reckon when you are positively affirming something is thinking or positive. No, what we talk about is that you need to know who you are. Like in his case, you know, he was sick, but he made up his mind that he's not going to take tablets, he's not going to take anything. He used his faith. You know, I always said today, I was speaking to people and I was telling someone that, you know, God moves with faith. God is not a religious man. He moves with faith. That's what moves God. You know, if you believe you're a child of God and you believe in God in any form of ways, then you have to believe you are okay. You can speak your life into existence, but it's not just good to just speak. You also have to stand up and act, and that's exactly what Alan has done. He stood up today. He parked his car at mine. He got on a train with me and he came here for his interview. And that alone for him, it's something amazing. He has his freedom pass. He can do whatever he wants to do. And you can do the same. If you want more information on what's out there for seniors or anything, I've always told you, contact me on the show, which is ninalogy@gmail.com. And I will give you all the information that I have. I'm working on an informational clip that I'm going to be using all the time, but it's under construction. All the information you need to, I will give it to you. I'm here to signpost you guys and show you things. Alan is going to live to 120. He said it. Listen, he has spoken it. He has said it. And I believe him. And this is what we want. It's not just, oh, hearsay. Why he's saying it? Because he knows that he stopped his medication and he's out and about, and he understood it's not about staying at home, it's about going out there in nature, playing field, fresh air, seeing different people, different faces, different culture. He's going to Hawaii. He's going to Hawaii. That's all I will say. So Alan, I thank you so much for coming on today. And I know I'm definitely going to be having you back on my show again, because I think you're a very interesting character. And maybe after your holiday, I would like to have you back on my show, because I want to know, you know, what happened on your holiday, whether you're going to have any clips you would like to show, because you're like somebody's like, I want you to have a reality show of yourself, you know, a day with Alan King, you know, seriously, because you're a very, you know, how can I say, extraordinary character. So thank you very much for blessing and gracing the Nina Kabesa live show and being here. And I would like to have you back on the show after your holiday. Okay. So is that a deal?
Yes.
That's a deal.
Yes.
That's the deal. You've heard it here. You've all heard it here. He's going to come back on the Nina Kabesa live show after his holiday to Hawaii. And I'm so grateful that I get to know all those information beforehand. So every one of you who watched me today, I want to say a great thank you. I'm a little tired because I'm working on something fascinating for you guys, but you get to find out very, very soon. But I'm always very committed to you guys, my followers, my fans, my family, my friends, my loved one, all of you. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the support. And thank you for always being there for me. So I'm going to end the show. But before I go, I'm going to leave you guys yet again with the little advert of my single that's already out there, Love You, because it's important to love yourself. We've heard it here. Positive is the way forward. So have a very blessed week. And I will catch you guys next week as we talk a little bit more. And I'm going to have a guest as well next week. I never let you know of my guest until the day of the show, because the whole point is I need you to come and see who my guest is. Love you guys so much. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys next week. Mwah. Bye.
Love me, hey, won't you stop? It doesn't matter what happened, hey, love.
Hi, my name is Nayamvi, that's my artist name. I live in Hounslow, but originally from Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm a mother of 5 beautiful children, and my influences are Tina Turner, Madonna, Whitney Houston, and Aretha Franklin. The single is called Love You, and it's a song that I wrote when I was going through challenges of life. So I had to love myself. So that's what really the single is, and I hope you guys are gonna love it. Thank you.